What's going on, everybody? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo, the ultimate driving simulator. So, in the last installment, the first round of the Clash of the World Powers came to a dramatic end as we were the ones walking away with the trophy filled with cash. And we got another brand new car out of it. We got this really cool FTO LM edition. It's not as good as what we're already driving, but it is pretty sweet, and it is four-wheel drive, which also helps. But I think we're going to stick with our guns with this chaser as we go dive into another round of stuff, as we go UK versus Japan. Now we're going to take on the Brits. The Anglo-Japanese Sports Car Championship. The Anglo-Saxons taking on the Japanese man and women. So we'll see how this goes, man. I'm hoping that it goes well. I would imagine that it would. I mean, the British cars that are in this game, and there's Aston Martin, there's TVR, and there's one other one that I can't recall what it is, but oh my god. Oh my god, we're gonna kill these people. This isn't even anywhere near as much of a challenge. I could have actually gone with that FTO if I wanted to. I kind of want to. But you know what? I would much rather have the dominating win in this situation than having the closer, not dominating win. Oh, you know, I can actually just go for the qualifiers too. Why not? Why not? We've got a chance to make some extra cash out of it. Yeah, dog. I'm fucking down. So, yeah, I've only I don't have a lot of time today. I mean, I'm gonna be able to get a full-sized episode out of this, but I'm actually as soon as I get done filming this, I gotta go take a shower and pull myself together, because I'm gonna be going out with my dad and one of our business reps again today to go play another rousing round of golf, of slam the ball in the air with a thin piece of steel, or maybe some type of composite material, long distances in the air to get it into a small hole, and then writing down how many times it took me to do it. And whichever one wins ends up buying the other one's beer. It's awesome. I really enjoy doing these things now, so it's I'm excited for it. We were the one course that we were going to go to today. We can't go there now because there's been all these wildfires. There was actually a fire like really close to that course, and I think that it actually burned down their clubhouse, which is kind of fucked up, man. I feel really bad about that. Oh no! Oh god! How funny would it be if we were still able to take to win this pole position? We probably won't now, because I mean, these cars, for some reason, even though they've only got like 300 horsepower, are abnormally good at doing these qualifier laps for some reason. They're like way better suited for it than I am somehow, even though I've got almost double their horsepower now. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Yeah, they got me. God, by 6 seconds? I mean, I know I spun around, but that was definitely... I mean, that didn't take me 6 whole seconds to recover from it. Jesus. Alright, well, that was an elaborate waste of time. That's okay. At least I know when it actually comes down to the real deal Evander Holyfield versus George Foreman on the grill with the ham steaks, that we're going to be in good shape. I don't even know what that even means, but it does. It means something. Was that... I was looking at this green car right here. Did that totally not look like his tires were spinning the wrong direction at one point? Like, he peeled out to start going, and then all of a sudden it just looks like his tires were either spinning so fast that they were going the wrong direction, or it was just like an optical illusion and it was never doing that. Is that another NSX, or what is that? If that's an NSX, man, they really didn't bother tuning that thing up all the way. So I was thinking about something the other day. It was actually on Sunday when I was driving home from work. There's my drive home from work's interesting. So it takes about 20 something minutes, and it's kind of going through a lot of just like kind of like backwoods, you know, open country, not a lot of stuff to look at type of scenery. And when I was driving home, it never really occurred to me. Oh God, I almost did the same fucking thing. It never really occurred to me that there's totally just like a whole bunch of like perfect candidates for like haunted barns and buildings and stuff. There's a whole bunch of just abandoned buildings out there, and they're so like dingy and worn down, and just like if you were to see that, it's like the perfect thing that you would see in oh wow, oh my God, oh Jesus, that one really didn't pan out very well. That was exactly what I would assume a nightmare would be. I need to be a lot more careful when I'm plowing through the grass in that. But it's definitely like it's like the token like haunted house / barn that you would see in like a Hollywood style horror movie. And so I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, man, what would it be like if I actually like went out to one of those and I found out they were haunted? I was like, I could actually like write up a script and send it in. It'd be like Haunted Barn 3. They're always watching. And then and it's got like a picture of the barn, and it's in like black and white, and it's all dingy, but you can kind of see like some sort of shadowy figure in some of the quote unquote windows that are all bashed out. And it actually looks like just like some farm animals, and like the little tiny like punchline blurb is oh damn it, I had it in my head right before. It was is like, the animals want much more than you than just or no yeah, they don't. Oh God, jeez. What was it? Yeah, the animals have a thirst for blood. And like in the movie, you go, oh God, Jesus, like you go to investigate the house or the building or whatever, and then as soon as you walk in there, you start hearing strange noises, and then you see like a ghostly apparition of a cow, and its eyes just like turn blood red, and it like tackles you, and it starts like doing this creepy ass like ghost moo. And then it like tackles you and starts like rending your flesh and eating it and producing red milk later on. Just kind of a weird thing. I don't really know why I thought of all of that, but I did. I really did. But yeah, dude, I think it'd be cool to go out and investigate and see if those types of things are haunted, dude. I always feel like any sort of like super like rundown ass building like that, where there's just been like nobody living there or just occupying the area in probably like numerous decades, there's probably just like stratified years of filth in there. I feel like that would be a really intriguing thing to do, to go out and check them out. I'd never want to do that shit by myself. Not a chance in the world I would even think about it. Just because, I don't know, I wouldn't be comfortable with it. Not that I have like a fear of the dark or anything, because I don't. But you do just like, after like watching all the ghost shit that I watch, like I just don't think that I'd be comfortable like being in those types of places where there's, where your mind starts running away with itself, and just that general feel of discomfort starts like setting in really heavily, and you don't have anyone that you can like, that can be there to like calm you down if you're starting to kind of lose your shit for a minute. So if I went and did that by myself, not a fucking chance. But I'd never do it by myself because I don't know anybody. Like all of my friends are like not down with that, and so I'd try to get them out there, and they'd just be like, "Oh no, fuck that, man! I'm not getting into that sort of thing. No way." So I'd be kind of screwed in that, man. Not gonna happen. All right, here we go. Let's go take these fools down and do it in a much better way than we just did. That was a really piss poor performance from me. I will admit that it was not very good. I mean, we definitely won. God damn it. I'm starting to get lazy with this. It's because I know that my car is so much faster than theirs that I'm getting like lackadaisical with it, because I know that, once it comes down to it, I'm going to be able to catch up to them, instead of just trying to, be technically sound like I was in the Japan one, and, just putting them away right away, like I did there. So I need to kind of gather my ball bearings here and start slamming my pogs into the asshole, and then we'll win. I don't really know how that really translates to anything, but it's gonna do it now. I really like, I think this this white and red car in front of me, I think that's a Cerbera, and I really like the way that it looks, if that's the car I'm thinking it is. I think it is. Yeah, it totally is. I like that. I like the Racing Edition version of that car. It actually, it looks really, really cool. I think it's cool when they take, like, luxury-esque cars like that, and they turn them into racing editions. I think it's awesome. Because, like, you never really think about, like, what luxury cars would look like. If they decked them out and had like all the racing decals and all that stuff on them. I don't know. I always thought that's kind of a cool thing to do. Like, it's not like you really see like Lexus cars doing that terribly often, or seeing things like, I always like seeing like when they do it to like Mercedes, when they have like AMG Mercedes Racing Edition cars and all that stuff, and you get to see just cars that are kind of like you don't assume that they even bother doing that. They just kind of focus more on racing editions of like these types of cars, like Dodge Vipers and like Corvettes and like Lancers and stuff like that. Even like when you see like racing editions of like BMWs, I mean those are it's I guess you could consider it as a luxury car, like a kind of maybe like a lower level version of a luxury car, but I remember actually one time, I think I talked about this when I was doing my Gran Turismo 2 series, but it's been long enough. It's been a couple of years, and you guys may or may not have heard the story, but we're on topic again about it, so I might as well mention it. I was driving down the street, like down the freeway, a number of years ago, and like something caught my eye. A car drove by, and I was just like, whoa! It was like really just really loud. It had like all the decals and stuff on it, and I looked at it further, I was like, holy shit, that's a racing edition BMW M3. Oh my god. And it was so awesome looking. I wish I could have taken a picture of it, but I didn't have enough time to, you know, get my phone out and get the camera loaded up to do that, and I was awe-stricken by it. I was just like, holy shit. And it was in forest green. That was, the color of it was just, it was so gorgeous. It actually reminded me a lot, because my brother had, he had a 3 Series BMW. He had a 328i, and it was that same forest green color, and I loved that car before he ended up getting in a wreck and he totaled it, and so that car obviously doesn't exist anymore. But man, I remember when I saw that car, for a split second in my mind, I thought it was him, even though like he wasn't driving a car like anywhere near that at the time. But I saw it and I was like, whoa, where did he get that? And I was like, wait a minute, that's totally not his. But I was like, holy shit, this thing is awesome. And like, so I tried to like go and speed up and catch up to him because I wanted to get a picture, and I started going, and I think he like looked in his mirror and saw that I was trying to catch up to him, and he just like slammed on the gas and was kind of an asshole about it, and just went and just took off. And again, I was just like, whoa, man, cars are fast. it was actually really cool. So we're doing really well right now. This clash of the world powers isn't really going to stand up quite as well. But, we're making it happen. We got just enough time to take out the high-speed ring here, too. We could have done this in a very comfortable way if I hadn't wasted time on that qualifier lap. But this is a really short track, so I figured we've got like 5.5 minutes before the recording, I assume, cuts off and makes another segment. I don't really know how it works. I don't know really what happens when I hit the 20-minute mark. I don't know if it will do what Fraps does and it just like cuts off and makes a new file, or if it just like simply just stops recording. I don't really know what happens there, and so I'm kind of paranoid to find out. Really, I think I'll test that later. I'll make like the recording length a little bit shorter. So I can find out exactly what happens. I'm not just gonna like turn the thing on and just like sit here for 20 minutes waiting to see what happens when the thing goes. So, yeah, we'll see how it happens. I would imagine that it would just create another file. But you never know. It could just be a thing where it's like, all right, your desired recording time has been reached. Now the shit is done. Dun 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 dun. Dude, this Cerberus really holding his own up there. I mean, he shouldn't be, because I've got like 280 horsepower more than he does. So you would think that I would be, you know, making pretty significant ground on him right now. And I guess I kinda am. But not really. I mean, he's keeping me at bay out there. Doing a very good job right now. I gotta commend the wise Brit behind the wheel on the right side, which still throws me off. But I gotta commend him while he's, you know, sipping on his tea and maybe feasting on a crumpet, or maybe some fish and chips while he's driving with his knees. You know. I mean, okay, if there's a dude, if that's what he was actually doing in there, I would just give him the trophy. I would concede the entire tournament if I were to, you know, drive up past him and I, you know, peeked inside of the extremely tinted window to see him sipping on a little tiny cup of tea while he's, you know, munched on a crumpet with like a plate of fish and chips just like doused in malt vinegar on the side. And he's just sitting there, like, staring back at me, and he just kind of gives me that look like, "Oh, hello, fine sir," and he takes a sip of his tea while he's just sitting there steering with his knees on like a professional racing course. I would just be like, you know what? I win this race, but I give up. I give up. When I win this tournament, I'm giving you the trophy because you're fucking awesome. Like, that's just how it's gonna go. Like, I take this, but I cannot accept the trophy. I just find the man, find the guy that's driving the Cerbera, and just give it to him. He deserves it, man. Especially considering that I think that he's actually sporting like the second lowest horsepower in this tournament, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. We'll go check it out real quick. That's remarkable. I mean, I know that that the NSX probably in most cases would have been in second place for that, but I think that he spun out. I think that I remember when we passed him, he was in third at the time, and I think he spun out, which totally explains how that even turned out the way that it did. But let's see. I'm intrigued now. So he's got, oh no, he's got 436. Oh, actually, you know what? That ends up being it's actually the third lowest. That NSX only has 382. How is he in second place in this tournament right now? He's defying everything that we know in this world to be true. It's so weird. Wow, how strange. How strange. Alright guys, well, I have definitely run out of time for this episode. I still need to go jump in the shower and go find my golf shirt, which is somewhere in the confines of my basket of clothes that I haven't put away yet, because I'm lazy as hell. So, with that said, my friends, when we come back on the next episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, we're going to take on the final two races in the Clash of World Powers 2, and we'll go from there. So until then, my friends, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.